Well, they got the young men out of here after the carnage that was wrought by that Gilbert George Rich team, I got to tell you. We talked to Bill Dundee, the unified world heavyweight champion, a little bit earlier in the day. We didn't know we were going to be talking to him at that time, but we did know that we were going to get him out here and say, boy,
Lancer, how are you, son?
See that mess? I mean, that's the kind of stuff right there that absolutely gets you so hot at some guys that are participating in. I didn't want to get off on that, but it just irritates me.
See, Lancer, you're like me. You've been around a long time, too, and you've seen it all, and you've been involved in it all. And I keep trying to tell him. I told Christopher, this ain't no boys' game. I told Jamie and Wolfie, Tommy really doesn't want to beat you 1, 2, 3, kid. He wants to hurt you. But that's another story. Now, remember last week I came out and we put the little fishbowl out and we pulled out the names?
Yes, sir, you did it.
That's right. You know why we did it?
Luck of the draw.
Because everybody's saying, I never get a title shot, I never get a title shot. Well, they'd pulled out another name, and this week it's Tommy Wildfire Rich. Now, here's a little thing that maybe some of you people don't know. Lancer, I'm going to ask you a trivia question. Who was the youngest NWA World Champion ever?
The youngest, I should know that, too. The youngest NWA champion. Bill, you're working on the weakest part of my body, my mind.
Well, I'll tell you. It was Wildfire Tommy Rich.
Yes.
He beat Harley Race in the Army in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, he was 18 years old. He was full of desire, and a lot of people said it was luck. About a month or so later, or whatever it was, he went back and he tried it again, and he got beat by Harley Race because that guy had been around a long time. Now, I don't know if it was luck that made him win it, but he lost it to a guy with an awful lot of experience. But it has rolled on a little longer, hasn't it? It's 15 or 16 years later, and Tommy Rich has been up and down the road just like I have. Well, brother, your name's the one that came out of the... Oh, here we go now.
You should have known I was the youngest world champion. And Dundee, as far as you're concerned, Jack, you was running with me, and you was picking my overflow on the girls out. You couldn't even pick a woman up. I had the world heavyweight title, and let me tell you something. I told your stinking boy I was going to shave his head. We said we was going to break his neck. Well, we broke his neck. So, Dundee, I want that title. And this bitch, bro, you'll wish that you got...
Tommy, you're looking for trouble. Always looking for trouble.
Just like the old West, brother. He wants to have the edge all the time. No, I ain't that stupid, Rich. You got your time coming, and we're just going to see how big and bad he is, Lance. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Oh,
but you can't sell him short to do that. But you ain't winning this.
And I'll tell you what else. You're absolutely right. Sure, he'll beat you to get right up in that ring, and then he'll have dangerous Doug Gilbert. He'll have gorgeous George III, one of them coming out there, or both of them, to jump you if he happens to get in any kind of trouble. Well, I think one thing about it, you're not dealing with any kid right here. You're dealing with somebody that's been around as long as you have, Tommy, and longer. And Dundee jumps in, and there goes Rich. Randy Hale's out trying to get him out of here. Goodness, he finally did get on out of there. Guy just has got a bad attitude.
Yes, Dave. He does. But you're exactly right. I mean, I could just see all of a sudden all of his buddies unloading out of the dressing room and jumping Bill Dundee. Billy does have a match scheduled here, and no easy opponent, let me tell you. Crusher Bones, and over in the corner, Diamond Mike. This is a non-title match. The unified world champion is in action here today against big, tall Crusher Bones.
Crusher, whose running partner from the open roads, as he says he's from, is Big Daddy Cyrus. He's wrestling as a single, trying to get a little single recognition. And he is a big, lanky son of a gun. Strong, wiry, lean, tough. Look at Dundee wrap it up. I mean, he goes to the basics, and as we've said before, Billy's got plenty of that in his background.
And when Crusher is lying on the mat, Billy's taller than he is. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
Now, Bill, I wouldn't mind if you'd have planted a foot right in that big son of a gun's mouth. Talking about Diamond Mike. Talking to somebody that could really get you irritated. He's one.
Dundee, boot to the midsection. Crusher Bones not having a very good outing so far here today. Bill Dundee has pretty well been in control. He went for the cover, not able to hold him for a 3 count. Crusher Bones just moved him out of the way. Diamond Mike out here, yeah, you're right, running his mouth, trying to distract Bill Dundee.
Non-stop. Crusher Bones is making a mistake. See, he's in there as a single, and he's a fish out of water. He's trying to wrestle. He is a roughhouse fighter. Now, if you want to do that, Dundee will be glad to do that with you. He'd rather wrestle you. And Crusher Bones trying to show he's something that he is not. Now he's starting back in the slam bang style, and he's doing a whole lot better with it. Non-title bout, as Dave said a little bit earlier. And the whip. Right in there with that clothesline and just followed it and made a forearm ball bat out of it. With a headbutt, Dundee in the corner. Wilted down to the bottom rope. The referee saying, hold it. Get him out. Ho-ho! Came back in, caught the foot and the right and another one.
Bones made a tactical error. He went into the corner after Dundee. Shouldn't have done it. Oh, Diamond Mike trips Dundee up from outside. Crusher Bones dropping down. Dundee moves out of the way.
Dundee charges in, waist locks him, throws him across the ring, nails Diamond Mike, who had jumped up 1, 2, 3, got him.
Crusher Bones tried best he could to get that shoulder up. He almost made it, but not quite. Bill Dundee with a victory.
Using what he had talked about earlier, his head, he saw the opening, took advantage when Bones was distracted by running into Diamond Mike, and got the roll up for the pin. Back in just a moment.